and Heather, and welcome to the Alumni Couch. It is so good to have you here.
Well, I am a proud Western Sydney University alumni. My name's Heather Jones, and I am a storyteller, a public relations professional, and a mother of 4 wonderful children.
Mike Jones is my name. I'm a master storyteller. I am the chief storyteller, as we say. Everybody at Filtered Media, our company, is a storyteller. I'm chief storyteller and CEO at Filtered Media. I'm also an author and a speaker, and specializing in storytelling, of course, and also a father of 4, as it turns out.
We haven't had the same 4 children.
We're actually, we're university sweethearts, right? Is that what you'd say?
So that's a fun part of our story. We met at Western Sydney University. So we both did the same degree. We both did a Bachelor of Arts in Communications, and we started dating and in fact got engaged in our 3rd year at uni.
Brands, organizations of all different types increasingly have to tell their own story, be publishers in their own right, just like media companies. And so you have this interesting mix of your messaging and your marketing strategy and your approach to engaging with customers and potential new customers. And so you've got that layer, and then you've got this, well, what's actually a great story? How can I do this well? And what are the best techniques that I can use to become a great storyteller? And so why don't we package up all of our skills and our experience and our passion for this and help brands do a better job of doing that? And so that's the whole focus of our agency. We brought together people who share a similar love of stories.
Yeah, Mark, maybe you start, because you changed paths, didn't you?
So I'll kind of give you the potted history, but I got out of, when I finished uni, I wanted to be a journalist, but I couldn't find any jobs in journalism. The thing for me, I got a job in PR, and so I began at an agency called Blake & McDonald, and they were kind enough to give me a graduate job. Really, the thing I loved the most was case studies and writing stories, and of course I'm a storyteller, so I actually was able to go from technology PR to technology journalism. I started in the trade press working for IDG, and was there for about between 8 and 10 years. I rose through the ranks of different technology publications, from a journalist to a news editor. I became an editor-in-chief. I thought I was going to actually leave the media and actually become going to work for a church to become a Christian minister. So I went and did a theology degree, and I thought I was going to be this pastor preacher guy. And so I did that for 4 years, studying part-time. And while that was going on, I was freelancing and doing freelance journalism. And it kind of, one thing led to another. It kind of snowballed. And during that process, accidentally started a company. And that company is called Filtered Media. And 12 years later, this business that Heather and I founded, we're now a fully fledged brand storytelling and integrated marketing communications agency. But
I guess my career did start at university. I was one of those high achieving types who went and got work experience while studying. Again, it was an effort in humility, but it was my brother that gave me the advice, because I said, I just want to do more. I'm essentially answering phones. And he said, read everything that comes across your desk. Read it. Are you allowed to look at the draft proposals? Are you allowed to review the invoices and understand what they charge? So I did exactly that, and I'd give that advice to any graduate. I think throughout my career, I've always just put my hand up. Be confident, have a go, decide later whether that was a good decision or not. Is probably the advice I'd give. Especially as a woman, oftentimes we sit back and wait to be invited. Don't do that. Don't do that, girls. Just put your hand up and have a go. So I worked at IBM. I was the Asia Pacific comms manager there for several years. And then from Lenovo is when we opted to start our agency together. It's very much about finding what it is that gives you energy. When are you finding you're at your best? And when are you finding, when you do the work, that time goes quickly?
There's a really important thing, as if you're a graduate or kind of looking, if you're a student as well, like it's and I think even for people later in life too, it's sometimes we can actually sacrifice what we really love for other goals or ideals. Like, I know that I should be an accountant or a lawyer so I can make lots of money, or that's what my parents expect me to do, or other reasons which are not true to your own kind of heart. And so both of us have really kind of tried to stay true to that, to the best that we could, which is, if your heart's in it, the success will flow and your income will flow as a result of that. I think something that really I would have liked to have had the opportunity to do more was to spend more time getting to know my peers, my fellow students. It turns out those old school networks really matter.
They do.
In the sense of people you know trust you, and if they trust you, they'll think of you first to give you an opportunity to do some work with them or partner or do something, right? I mean, that's just kind of how the world works.
Do enjoy it. Do enjoy it. Get as much practical experience as you can. So the theoretical and the doing the studies on things that you think will have zero impact later, they probably will, because it's teaching you about ways of thinking, it's teaching you about quality control, it's teaching you about character development. Do internships, do work experience as much as you can. Subscribe as well to different blogs. I mean, I don't have any off the top of my head, but subscribe to blogs and things that you can read. And it just gets you in the language and the headspace and the narrative of marketing professionals. So do that on LinkedIn or other sites that you may find, but start reading and absorbing. There is a unique language.
You're going to have to be really adaptable. We all know, just with the digital environment we're living and working in, that all these disciplines of communications, marketing, journalism, SEO, digital marketing, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on and it's all blending in together. So, company Filtered Media, just go to filteredmedia.com.au. You can read all about us there and look at our story, the About page. And of course, the other one is my own website, so markhjones.net. I have written a book called Beliefenomics, and you can read all about my work on that in that space as well.
And it's actually a fun part of our story in a way, because it was a city gig. I'd be dressed up in my city suit and I'd have to come to uni to my lectures and tutorials dressed in my city suits, and then I was going straight to the office after. So Mark remembers, seeing me walk into lectures thinking,
I was like, who's this girl wearing a suit to uni?
Who does that?
Who does that? Particularly near Penrith, just what? I mean,
I take my studies very seriously.